Why we need to take vitamin D and how much we have to take. Vitamin D deficiency has become a global health problem with more than 1 billion persons are vitamin D deficient or insufficient. One major cause for this deficiency is the lack of knowledge that sun exposure in moderation is a major source of vitamin D for most humans. Other causes include indoor living. Some people live in dark climates, pollution in sunny areas, obesity, and excessive use of sunscreen. Over the last decade, vitamin D importance has been changed dramatically because of the finding that vitamin D receptors are present almost at all human cells. Vitamin D receptor or calcitriol receptor is a member of the nuclear receptor family of transcription factors that regulates the expression of more than 900 genes. Vitamin D or cholecalciferol is a sequesteroid hormone that not only controls bone health but also play a big role in infections, autoimmune diseases, neurological, common cancer, and cardiovascular diseases. The difference between steroid and sequesteroid is the opening at the B ring. To be activated, vitamin D is first hydroxylated in the liver through the enzyme CYP2R1 and CYP27A1. Another hydroxylation will occur in the kidney through the enzyme 1-alpha hydroxylase CYP27B1, which is under strict control of parathyroid hormone and fibroblast growth factor 23. This enzyme 1-alpha hydroxylase was recently found to be expressed in many cell types which are not involved in bone and mineral metabolism, such as intestine, pancreas, prostate, and cells of the immune system. So the immune cells express CYP27B1, which converts the inactive circulating form 25-hydroxyvitamin D into the active hormone, and this will act in an autocrine or paracrine manner. In the immune cells such as macrophages and dendritic cells, the lack of the normal feedback will result in the production of high local concentration of active vitamin D needed for immunomodulation. Although many observational researchers have connected vitamin D deficiency with almost all diseases, the use of vitamin D in clinical trials didn't give conclusive results about its benefits in prophylaxis or treatment of disease, which explains all this war against vitamin D use. These conflicting results could be explained by, first, in these clinical trials, they only use small doses of vitamin D, which couldn't succeed in achieving the optimal dose required for everyone. Personalized medicine is the future for reaching more realistic results. Also, in these trials, they didn't measure the end result of the level of vitamin D. Second, these clinical trials needs much money to be done on a large scale and optimum measurements, which can only done by drug companies, not on individual efforts. However, drug companies have low interest in carrying these trials as their financial benefits are nil or minimal. So, how much vitamin D we need to take? Actually, there are two main ways to get vitamin D. First is exposing your bare skin to sunlight. Second is taking vitamin D supplements. As regard the food as a source of vitamin D, there are only small amounts of vitamin D in a few types of food that include fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardine, cod liver oil, beef liver, egg yolks, fortified milk and orange juice, fortified cereals, and infant formula. There is no worldwide agreement on the exact needs of vitamin D. According to the Institute of Medicine, the daily vitamin D requirement essential for bone and muscle health is 400 international units for infants less than 1 year. Then it is 600 units, international units from 1 to 70 years old. It is 800 international units if you are above 70 years. According to Osteoporosis Canada, you need 600 international units daily from the age of 4 to 18 years. From age 19 to 50 years, you need 400 international units to 1000. After 50, and for those less than 50 years but at risk, for example osteoporosis, multiple fractures, and absorption issue, it's from 800 international units to 2000 units daily. Amounts up to 2000 international units are safe without medical supervision. A daily intake of 4000 international units was set at the maximum safe dose, even though some researchers told it is safe up to 10,000 international units daily. However, in case you have tested your blood level of vitamin D and found it is deficient, you have to take a condensed course till it becomes normal then follow a maintenance dose. Some individuals will be at risk of vitamin D deficiency as elderly, staying long time indoors, obese persons, darker skin types, breastfed infants, and persons covering whole body. To conclude, the connection between vitamin D and good health is well documented. However, establishing its effects and doses in prevention and treatment of diseases needs further clinical trials considering different factors affecting its functions. Also, future molecular development targeting its special effects is needed.